What's up, tubers? Tio here, Simplistic Fishing, coming back at us tonight to continue our lake breakdown series of Lake Nickajack. If you missed the first one, we were kind of on the, I'm going to say the northeastern side. We went all the way down the river, marked all those things that were there, the rock, the slabs, the ramps that were out there, the grass lines. We talked about those as well. And so tonight what we're going to do is we're going to start down on the southwestern side. Or sorry, I totally screwed that up. We worked on the northwestern side, and now we're going to come back on the south and more eastern side, work our way all the way back up. So we should have lots of good things to see. This one, it doesn't tell us a lot from the bank line because it's so much of just a river channel, so we don't get a lot of that bank line action that we usually get on our breakdowns, but we were still able to find some good stuff. And don't forget, once we get this done, we're going offshore, and I'm pretty sure that's where the juice is going to be. Let's go check it out. Well, here we are back on Lake Nickajack, as I mentioned in the intro. And if you missed the first video, we actually went from the very top of the lake. I'm going to say the top. I don't know which one's top and the bottom. Pretty sure it's flowing this way. But anyways, we started at the very top and we went all the way down to the bottom, and we stayed right here on the bank line on this side. So we covered all of this stuff right here, and now it's time to start down here at the bottom, down here by the dam at the bottom, and work our way all the way back up to the top. So real quick refresher, especially if it's the first time that you're watching one of these breakdowns, what we do is we go out to Google Earth and we use the imagery up here, the history imagery, to draw the water when the water's down, to draw it down and see what's available. Unfortunately, on Nickajack, this thing stays pretty much the same depth. I'm sure you have a little bit of fluctuation, but nothing crazy. Like, I wasn't able to get an image here where I could get like a major drought. So a lot of the stuff we're going to see is going to be more stuff that we're up on the bank line, more for shallow type fishing. And then we're going to switch off on our next video, and we're going to open up the Navionics mobile app, and we're going to look at all the different offshore hotspots on this lake, which there's quite a few. So just looks like a really cool lake to fish. Let's talk about over here on the left hand side how we have it broke down. So to start off, we've got channels. And what we do on the channels is if we see any types of creek channels or channels in the grass, ditches, stuff like that, we mark them with Google Earth tracks. So you can see right here, this is a track, and you're probably like, what in the world is that? That doesn't make any sense. Well, if we draw this back, we can actually see that's kind of the channel that grass is kind of flowing into. So that's probably not a really good one to show you, but lots of different ones, that we'll mark all throughout the map. Now we also have different types of cover. So that's going to be, rock, man-made structure, laydowns, all kinds of stuff. Sometimes we'll find tires, we'll find debris, we'll find old boats, just whatever it is that we're able to find, we're going to mark. And then we also have grass. We had a lot of people ask us if we could mark the grassy areas on the lake. So what we did again is we just used the imagery to when the grass was pretty healthy, and that let us know where those grassy areas were. So boom, right here, now we can see all the different grassy areas that are out there for 2020. So we'll probably use that as an image for moving forward, because there is a ton of grass, especially on the lower side of this reservoir. Now we also have offshore hotspots. Now these don't show up immediately because I imported them in from the mobile app, but if I double click this folder, you're going to see that they're all going to start popping up. It's just going to take them a minute. Now these are all based on contours. And so again, what we'll do is we'll go out to the Navionics mobile app, we'll look at the contours, and you'll understand why we made these little spots offshore hotspots, or areas that we want you guys to go check out. We've also got all the ramps marked on this lake as well. We've got the rocky areas, as I mentioned before. All of those are marked too, so that's going to be good for your shallow crank and all that good stuff. And some of this rock is pretty far offshore. It's just really shallow. And then last but not least, we have the TVA fish attractors. There were a bunch of them down here on the south, but I didn't see any that they put up at the top. So right in here is going to be where all your fish attractors are, and we have all those marked as well. So let's go ahead and select everything here. I'm going to take the offshore stuff off. I'm going to draw this back to 2020 because that was the best image with the grass. And since I know that I can sit there and play with that timeline all I want, I can't really get a good image of it being shallow. We're just going to go with that one. So let's start down here at the dam. Let's just talk about some of the stuff that we see here. And first off, we talked about this in the last video, but this like shoal, or this big area right here where this red line is, there's rock, there's grass, there's all kinds of stuff out here around these areas. And you can see we marked the different rocky areas, but there's also grass in those areas too. You got a lot of grass down here, some rock up here by the dam. Then as we move over here, we got a little boat ramp. There's a little ditch that goes through here. I don't know if you can actually come back here and fish or not. I think we marked the grassy area back in there, but I don't know if you can actually get back in here, but there is a little ditch that's right in there as well. Obviously lots of rock and riprap all along that area of that roadway. We've got a little bit more grass areas, some more riprap and rock. You can see here just really good, healthy grassy areas. And then all that rock that's up along that, I think it's a train track or something like that. And we've also got some rock that's out here too. You know, it might not look like much right here, but if I draw this back, you'll actually be able to come in here and see this is a giant rock pile right here. And this is a whole like ridge line that's right here, a shoal, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely out there. You can see it's very prevalent. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move this back to 2020. And we're going to keep moving on up. We can see all these nice grassy spots. We got more grass in here. Pull back and show you guys where I'm at. I'm coming up to the first bridge now. Some more grassy spots. There's some pretty good little shallow rock that's right in this area. You can see it kind of on this image, but you can tell you could come up here with the square bill and probably do some damage. You've got some more like really heavy grass pads back in here. These are always great areas. Anytime you see a bridge, you got to stop and fish the areas of the bridge, especially on the corners. They're always hot areas. Lots of grass, another fish attractor out there, more grass back in here as well. Couldn't really mark a creek channel here for you because I couldn't get a defined one to mark for you, but lots of different rock on this side and grass here. So, you know, two of the not all of the things that bass are attracted to, but probably the biggest things bass are attracted to, grass and rocks, and you got them both in this area. So if they're not in the grass, they're up on the rocks and vice versa. We've also got rock up here as well. More grass, more rocks around here. You can see all the different grass areas. We've got that rock that's out here too that we talked about on the last video. We've also got those tie-up things that they tie up to that I never can remember what they're called. We've also got ramps here, lots of grass, some more ramps here as well. There's another ramp kind of buried in here. Nice little grass patch even right there outside that marina. These marinas have grass in them as well. And then outside of here, you've also got something going on here. I don't know what the heck this is, but that looks like something I'd want to fish around, some kind of structure that's right in that area. And you can see the shallow rock up here too. So it looks pretty cool. Let's keep moving up. And really, we're not going to find much but grass. So it's just marking the different edges of the grass and the grassy areas. You'll see all of this coming up here. Here's those ditches I was telling you about, where you can tell where the ditches are. Grass, more grass, another ditch that's up here as well. Lots of grass right up in here. Coming on up the river channel, just a couple ramps. There's some different areas of rock, but when I look at it here in this image, I mean, that's a heck of a lot of grass to get through just to get to that rock. So I don't know if you can be able to get to that or not. Some shallow rock in here, some more shallow rock. You know, maybe this is the type of stuff you're going to fish more in the fall when that grass starts to die away. Coming on down, just lots of grassy spots, a couple more little rocky areas. This image always gets crazy on these rivers. Lots of grass here, just grass galore. And then the rock is back up on the seawalls. But depending on how thick that grass is, you might not even be able to get up to where that rock is. Lots of grass here. You actually got a little laydown, one laydown in this whole entire thing. Grass, grass, grass. Then right here we've got Sullivan's boat ramp. It's right here. Actually, it's not it's Sullivan's Landing, TWRA boat ramp. So it's right here. And you know, fishing around those boat ramps can be pretty good too. The boat ramp, if it's not busy, fish the actual boat ramp. But then there's usually riprap and stuff up around those boat ramps too. You can take a look at. You can see here just more grassy spots. Nice little grassy, really grassy little bay there. More grass, more grass. This one's not as fun as some of the ones we get to go, but that's all right. It's going to get a lot more fun once we get out here to the offshore stuff. Now you got some laydowns over here as well. And then you've got these little openings right here. These can be really good spots to fish around too. Right in here, right where that boat's coming. There's some rock in there. And then also, you know, if the river's muddy, or if there's a ton of current, you want to get out of the current or whatever, or if you're looking for calmer, cleaner water, these little areas in here can definitely produce you a lot cleaner water when they're right off the edge, but they're kind of protected and they're kind of filtered out by all this grass as well. So these can be nice little pockets to go in there and fish. You can see there's not much there from a waypoint standpoint, a little bit of man-made structures and ditches, a ramp and a little bit of rock, but nothing crazy. More grass up here. We've got another nice little boat ramp. I don't know if that's even a boat ramp. It just looks like a little rocky point. But this could be really good to fish on the back side of this, or even actually just all over it, front and back side, and check that out. Rock there, a little more rock right there in this area. Some grass, again, a little bit of rock, not much. Boat ramp that's right here. We come up here, another big boat ramp. Lots of good riprap around these boat ramps though. Check this out, right in here. That could be a good little place just to start your day. You just launch, boom, throw a square bill for a little bit, catch a couple fish, and then be on your way. But you got a lot of that riprap all through here that could really be productive. Then we get up here, all this man-made structure, definitely good stuff that you could fish around for sure. You've also got more riprap all through here, so you could spend some time fishing basically from that boat ramp to the other boat ramp. You've got plenty of cover and things to fish around. I'm sure you could find some fish in there. Then we're gonna come up here. We didn't really see much. You can tell there's just not much to mark. A couple laydowns to mark for you. A little bit of rocky areas over here on the seawall. If I zoom in here, you'll see it. Whoa, I didn't mean to go that low. Now I gotta go back. I gotta get out of this 3D crap. So right there, you can kind of see it. I've also got more rock right in here, like right around this edge. Some more grassy areas. That dock looks pretty good. It kind of, somewhat isolated, coming off the end of the turn. That could be a productive little area. I've also got some more rock in here. Nothing crazy, right? Just these shallow little rocky areas. There's some structure back here. Not sure what this is. See if we can draw this down. Ooh, the water's really dirty there. You can see it's some type of man-made structure. I don't know what it is. It almost looks like a laydown, but then it looks like a big piece of concrete too. So I'm not sure what it is, but those types of things can be good little places to find fish for sure. So let's go back up to 2020. We're gonna keep going. I'll show you guys where I'm at. I'm right here on this turn. So we started down at the dam and we're almost halfway now. And we are 11 minutes in, so we're doing good. So let's keep going. So we got more structure, more laydowns, more grass, a couple more laydowns in here, a couple more rocks, rocky areas. So if they're on the rock, you can really narrow this down and say, hey, just show me the rocks, and boom, it's gonna show you all the areas that have rocks. So I like these spots right in here. This is probably one of the better spots I've seen. I could definitely see them being attracted to this stuff. I've also got some more rock in here, some more ramps, nice little isolated rock right in here too. Another good area to find fish, I'm sure. We're gonna come on up. I'm gonna back this out a little bit more. Suck shoals. Right in here, we just got some rock. I don't know if you want me, I'll zoom in on it, but you can see it's just a little bit of riprap. Nothing crazy. We're gonna go on down the river, and now we're gonna be up in here, getting closer towards the city. Got some boat ramps in here, a little bit of rock, a couple more boat ramps, some brush and stuff like that. So maybe checking this out, from this ramp to here, you've got some pretty good cover and stuff that they could be attracted to right there in that little spot right in there. Then we're gonna move on up here. We got more rocks all around these docks. It's gonna be basically just riprap, right? Lots of rock in here, lots of rock in there, rock back behind these docks, behind these and these as well. So again, another good little section, right? Start right there and end right here. And you can stay pretty focused on knowing that you're fishing in a pretty high percentage area. All right, we're gonna keep moving down. We've got more laydowns. And these aren't gonna show up as good on 2020. I'll have to go back and show you the image where they show up at. You can see lots of them here. And then we kind of have a split in the river here. Now we already talked about this side last time. So I'm gonna stay on the west side this time. And we're just gonna go up here and see what we find. So a couple more laydowns, right? Nothing too crazy. Jackson's Bar, lay down, some more rock in here. Good little spot right here. Again, good little patch. You can just hit it and move on. And we're gonna keep moving up. More boat ramps. There wasn't much on this side. Looks like that side had more of the cover, but a little bit of rock here and some boat ramps here, but nothing too crazy. Then we're gonna move on down. And as we come on down, or up the river, I guess you could say, some more boat ramps. Again, just some more of that shallow rock. We're gonna keep moving up. We got a little bit more shallow rock in here. This looks like it could be a nice little spawning area back in here. Got some grass back there, got some rock, got some boat docks you could fish around. You can even get up in here and mess around in these areas too. So Pretty cool stuff in there. You got a little bit of rock back here too as well by this mansion. Some more laydowns that are out here. A little bit of shallow rock that's up in there too. But those are some really cool houses. Then we're gonna keep moving up. We've got some more rock there. We're gonna swing down, right? This is more your bluff walls. And right at the end of the bluff walls, you got a little bit more rock right in here. These are, we'll talk about this more on the offshore stuff, but when you get these big swings, fishing on the beginning of them and the end of them, those can be pretty good. Some more laydowns, more rock, just shallow rock all through here. You can't see it as well on this image, but again, if we draw this back to when the water and the trees and everything is not crazy, you can see all that rock all up along this whole side, all along where that highway is. Probably one of the loudest spots to be on the lake, just right in here, but you can see lots of different rocky areas. We're gonna come on up here. I'm gonna pull back and show you guys where I'm at, about right here now. So we're making our way, we're making some good progress. Let's keep moving, see what else we can find up here. There's quite a bit of shallow stuff we can fish up here. We got some good rock, some good riprap, some man-made structures we can fish around. Again, more rock, more structures to fish around. There's a ramp hidden back there behind that barge. A little more rocky areas right in there. Good structure and stuff you can flip around and fish around. Some more structure right in there. Some pretty good little riprap area just right in here off the side. Of course, this side's probably not going to be as good as this side just because the swing's coming this way. You're up on the shallow stuff on this side. But anyways, still some stuff in here though. I'm going to mark it all. We got some more rock here. Got ramps, more riprap and rocks. I could see this being a productive little area. Just right in here with all that little rock and stuff. And you got all the riprap and the rock around the bridges and stuff like that. More rock over in here as well. Some man-made structure stuff back in there. Nothing too crazy. Come up here and this is where we're just gonna find a whole bunch of riprap and rock as well. So we'll keep moving up and just show you. Here's the little rock, more riprap. And more rock all in here. So that could be a good little run right there. You got some pretty good riprap. My problem with this is, notice how the watercolor here is like dingy and brown and this is all clear. So, I mean, coming in here, I guess that does swing right there. So this could be a good little spot, right? I'm gonna take back what I just said, but this could be a good little spot because you've got the nice river channel swing coming down here and it's hitting up against this stuff. And this is all that different rock and stuff that they could set up on. So all kinds of good stuff going through there. More rock. We get up here, we got more structure. I don't know what that is, Steel Warehouse of Chattanooga. That's where we're at right now. So we're almost to the top. Let's keep moving and let's finish this thing up so we can go talk about that offshore stuff. Got some more rock in here. You can't see it on this image, but if I move this back and forth, it will eventually pop up. I just don't want to make you sick to your stomach. There we go. Now you can see the rock that's there. Cool little area back in here too. It's got a little hidden little pocket back there. Then we're going to move up here. We got all kinds of rock and structure to fish around. That could be a good spot. Some more rock right in there. More of those structure tie down things. We've got more rock in here. You guys are probably laughing at me. Someone already told me what those were and I already forgot what they were, so my apologies. Got some more rock in here as well. Rock off this tip. I like this. I like this area right in here, right? The river's flowing down. They can set up here, just ambush stuff. Like that spot right there, for sure. And then we're gonna move up. We're gonna get up here closer towards the dam. We've got, again, there's that little rocky shoal coming out here. This could be a good spot too, right in there. It's right there by the River Park boat ramp. Got some good rock that's out there too. Some more rock in here, getting underneath the bridges could be good. For sure the bridges are gonna be good. You have a lot of riprap all through here. You can see it. It's that darker color. Quite a bit up there. I mean, it just goes for quite a while, all the way from that rock, from where I posted it, from rock to there, all the way down to like right in here, where that other rock is. Then we're gonna get up here. We're almost at the top. We've got ramps up here. So here's a boat ramp right here. We've also got, when you get up here really close to the dam, you can obviously see you got some good rock over in here on these sides. And then you've got some rock that's out here too. This one's not as noticeable, but again, if we move this back, whoa, that's a cool image. You can kind of see, there it is, right there. You know that's gonna be a good little spot to go check out. So go check that out. And guys, that wraps us up for the Google Earth part of Lake Nickajack. If you're wondering where you can get all these waypoints, you've probably seen it flash up on the screen a couple times as we've gone through the video, but go out and check out our website, simplisticfishing.com. We have all of these waypoints out there for you to either download on a digital file and then put that on an SD card yourself and load it into your graph, or we can send you the SD card already preloaded. We also send you the Google Earth stuff so you can see all the Google Earth waypoints that we went over today. Plus it includes all the offshore hot spots that we're going to talk about here in the next couple of videos. We've got a lot of videos, or not a lot of videos, a lot of lake breakdowns out there for Texas. You can see here on my left-hand side, we've got Cherokee, Chickamauga, Douglas Lake, Fort Loudon, Keowee, Nickajack, South Holston, Timms Ford, Watauga Lake, I don't even know if I said that right, and Watts Bar, and we're going to continue to keep adding more, so definitely go check it out, simplisticfishing.com, and until next time, I hope you catch your PB. Take it easy.